In this video, we're going to discuss the transformations of quadratics. So let's compare the graph of these two equations. We have y is equals to x squared and y is equals to negative x squared. So as you can see, the difference of these two is just the positive and the negative sign. So for y is equals to x squared. The graph is something that will look like something like this. So the vertex is at the origin and it opens upward. So this is the sketch or the graph of this one. Y is equal to x squared. So how about y? Y is equals to negative x squared. So same thing, the vertex is at the origin and it opens, since it's negative, it opens downward. That so it's positive, open upwards, and then the vertex is at the origin. Same with here, the vertex is at the region, but it opens downward since it's a negative. Next we have y is equals to x squared plus 2. Here, we are going to graph this along the y-axis. Since it has a y-intercept of 2, we're going to start the sketch at the 2. And then, it opens upward. So since it's 2, we're going to start the vertex at the 2. And then, like that, it looks like something like is. What if we have negative x squared minus 1? So since it's negative, obviously, since it's negative, the graph will be downward. But we have a attachment of negative 1 as a y-intercept. So we're going to go downward in 1 unit. Okay, so 1 unit, this should be the 1 unit. And then since it's negative, we're going to graph this looking like this or something like this. So the graph is opening downward since it's negative. And we also have another attachment of minus 1, so we're going to let's compare these two. So it's positive, we're going upward, but it's negative 1, so we're going downward 1. Okay, so what about if we have this example? Y is equals to x minus 2 squared. So as you can see here, the square is this part. So we're going, the graph is still upward. The graph again is still upward, but we're going to move to the right 1. Okay, we're going to move to the right, to the positive or the quadrant 1 unit. So that's where our vertex will will be located at the desired vertex. And since it's positive here, where the graph will look like something like that. So it look like something like that. So if you get confused about this, you can compute the value of x by you can compute the value of x by x x minus 1 is equals to 0, and then subject minus 1 to both sides, we have negative positive 1. So x is equal to positive 1. So either just subject to get this negative 1, you can transpose it and then change negative to positive. The answer is like that. So how about for this example? We have y is equals to negative x plus 2 squared. So since we have positive 2 here, we will move 2 units to the left. So we have 1, 2. So that's where our vertex is located. So since it's negative, we're going to graph this downward. The graph of this is something like this, facing downward. Again, where do we get the 2? It's here. So we have x plus 2 is equals to 0. And then subtract 2 to cancel this positive 2. So we're going to subtract 2. Then with the same sides, if we're going to subtract 2 here, so we're going to do the same thing at the other side. So the answer will be, so cancel x plus positive 2 minus 2 is 0. So x is equals to what remains is negative 2. That's why you're going to move the vertex along the x-axis going to the left by 2. So what about if you are given y is equals to negative x minus 2 squared plus 1. So since it's negative, it will open downward. And we have here y-intercept of y. So y is, we're going to move the vertex upward by 1. And we're going to the right by 2. So 1, 2. So the vertex is located something here. Right? So again, where do we get the 2? So x minus 2 is equals to 0. So we're going to add 2 to both sides. Cancel that 2, we have x is equals to 2. So we're going to move to the right 2, then upward by 1. So that's where our vertex is located. And then since it's negative, the graph will look like this, downward. Next, you have another example, y is equals to x plus 2 squared minus 4. So since it's now y is equals to, or the other side is negative 4, we're going downward by 4, 2, 3, 4, and then going to the left by 2. So we have 1, 2. So So again, your vertex will be located uh, 4 downward and then going to the left by 2. So it's located here. So we have -2, -4. That's where our vertex is located. And since it's positive, we have positive here, here. So we assume that it opens upward. So it looks like something like this. So imagine it's a perfect parabola opening upward. Okay, so you have like that with this graph going to do the communicate your understanding. So we have uh obviously how do graphs of y is equals to x squared and y is equals to -2x squared compare. So there's similarities and differences. Obviously since they have different signs. So this one will the graph of this one will open upwards and the graph of this one is will open downwards. So now let's go into match each graph with the appropriate equation. Explain your reasoning. So we have here letter A, y is equals to x squared plus 2. So we already discussed this one. So if we have x squared plus 2, the y here is equals to now positive 2 and the vertex of this is along the y-axis 2 units upward, 2 units upward, 1, 2. So we have B. For letter A, the answer is B. So graph this B. Next, we have -1/3 x squared. So -1/3 x squared. Since it's negative, it opens downward, okay? So, no parabola here that opens out downward except letter A. So the answer of letter B is A. Next, for letter C, so we have y is equals to x squared. So the vertex here is along the origin. So the only parabola that has a vertex on the origin is letter D. Okay, so letter C is letter D and we have y is equals to x minus 2 squared, x minus 2. So we're going to move to the x-axis, going to the right. Okay, so we have here letter C. Okay, so that's the appropriate graph with the appropriate equation. So let's have make tables of values for y is equals to x squared. So in making a table of values, all you have to do is to list down. Ito to make a table look like this, and you will assign values of x. So we have y is equals to x squared. So y is equals to x squared. So if your x is equals to 1, your y will be y is equals to 1 squared. So y is equals to 1. So your y will be equal to 1. So how about if your x is 2? So all you have to do is to substitute y is equals to 4. So obviously, if x is equals to 0, x equals to 0, the value of y is 0. You also have negative 1, y is equals to negative 1 squared, y is equals to 1. We also have y is equals to negative squared. The answer is positive 4. So this will be the table values of y is equals to x squared. So for 2x squared and x squared plus 1, you can simply just do the same thing. Just substitute the value of x and then you can find your values or the value of your y. Okay, so if you're asked to write an equation for the quadratic equation that result each transformation, so that way the graph of y is equals to x squared is translated 6 units upward. So we have y is equals to x squared plus 6 because it's upward. Then the graph of y is equals to x squared is translated 4 units downwards only. We are going to write the equation like this. Next, we have write the equation for the quadratic equation, the results from each transformation. So we have the graph of y is equals to x squared is translated 7 units to the left. So 7 units to the left, it says to the left, it's and right, negative. But the opposite sign will be y is equals to x plus 7 squared. And since in letter B, it's going to the right, 5 units, so we have y is equals to x minus 5 squared, and so on, and so on, and so forth. So you have like this. Okay. Next test here is to sketch graphs of these three quadratic relations on the same set of axes. So this one will just be the same. Going to the same direction, and this one is going to the another direction. So if you're going to sketch graphs of these three quadratic relations on the same set of axes, it will look like this. So this one is y is equals to x plus 2 squared. This graph is y is equals to x minus 5 squared. And this will be y is equals to x minus 9 squared. So that will be the sketch of graphs. That ends our video. Thank you.